Never downplay the role of prayer. If ordinary school exams, people can go as far as using charms and other form of spiritual powers for it just to get outstanding results, then you shouldn't think prayer role should ever be downplayed. Why did I call school just? This is because school grades are to determine the memory test. Real life is totally different from what schooling environment will teach you. And mind you, don't because I call it just now make you think it is not important. Schooling arena is the basic home for all form of knowledge training and life awareness. Now back to the track of our conversation. Don't wait till you will need life-changing things before you think of praying. Most people get it wrong. Some probably when they need job, contract, and some other life-changing things that after they try with their own wisdom and they see they are unable to achieve it, that's when they now start praying. You are getting it wrong doing it that way. Both what is good and bad needs prayer. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 17 said, pray continually. It did not say pray seasonally. There must be reasons behind that. If prayer is not essential, it will not tell us that way. Verse 16 of that same 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 made us know that rejoice always. How do you rejoice? Giving thanks is part of how you can show sign of rejoicing. So if you feel that you have no prayer point at such timing, why don't you just thank God? There's this random complication developing countries do say. They do say things developing countries are praying for are what the government of developed countries had already done for them. Yes, they are right, but don't get it twisted. If you are seeing signs that people are attempting that things should be good but it does not still work out, you should be able to detect that there is a curse on that land. Or did they tell you that the people in power, the government, do not need prayer also? Everyone also needs prayer. If there is curse on a land and you think your own prayer alone cannot fix it, why don't you pray for your own self that grace should speak for you? Don't get it twisted that developed country do not have who are suffering. There is difference between when your government is getting it right and part of the citizens are not getting it right. Because a country is blessed doesn't mean it will not have some of its citizens suffering. That is why everywhere you find yourself, both developing country and a developed country, you definitely need prayer. You forget about the complication of messages that are misleading. Remember the other day we talked about you not allowing things you don't believe in to get into you. Don't give them attention. Anything you don't believe in, let it give you your own way. One bitter truth is everyone influencing every complication on earth also has what they pray to. If you know what some people pray to behind closed doors, you won't ever downplay the role of prayer. And mind you, don't be gullible. Because I say you should value prayer doesn't mean you shouldn't work. Prayer without work is foolishness. Well, grace is real, but most of the time, the price you can pay mostly determines the result you will get. If anyone ever finds themselves in a situation whereby they don't pay any price and they are successful, then somebody is paying the price for them. For you to understand this slightly, go and check the book of 2 Chronicle, chapter 7, verse 5. It made us know Solomon paid a lot of price, despite the fact that his father David paid a lot of price to God, because we all know David benefited a lot from God's grace. To see the sign that God really loved him, part of the Bible page called Psalm was written by him, and God allowed it to be inside the Bible. If God doesn't want it to be in the Bible, there's nothing anyone can do about it. That's to say how God loved him. Despite that, his son Solomon still has to pay a lot of price through prayer for him to achieve his own purpose too. Seeing all of that, you should be able to know that your prayer should not be occasional. It has to be every time. Let's put a stop to review here. Subscribe, follow for more educative content like this. I am Product of Progress. I'm information coach and viral teacher. I buy crypto assets. I book flight tickets globally. Stay blessed.